London but head to Spurs. We discussed this yesterday, and I just want to get your view on it, Jan, as a striker. Harry Kane, of course, going to break Spurs' record, quite possibly going to break the all-time Premier League goal-scoring record. Does any of that matter if he doesn't win a trophy, and should he leave Spurs to try and achieve that?
This is a very interesting discussion. I tried to start that on Twitter, and people were having a big go at me because I said there are a lot of players for the big clubs by Manchester United and Liverpool who have won the league 3 or 4 times, and we have no clue who they are. So if that should end up that Harry Kane doesn't win a title and he still break all goal-scoring records, I think that is a fantastic legacy as well. Do I think that Harry Kane would like to win a title? Of course. That Audi Cup that he got, that is not enough for him. You can see him going on the move. Bayern Munich, for different reasons, think they have a chance. I can't see him going abroad. I can see him try to stay in England to try to get Algiers record.
Like Manchester United, Jan, just put yourself in his shoes. 18 months to go. How hard do you try and force a move away from Spurs to go to United, who are more likely, whether Spurs fans like it or not, to win a trophy?
Yeah, that's a difficult one because now this is interesting. This Conte Kane, they're kind of protecting each other. If you stay and while I stay, and I love you, you love me. But I think that is tempting. But I think that the most tempting thing at the time was to go to Manchester City that summer when everybody thought he would go there, and it didn't happen. There is no guarantee. And no disrespect to Manchester United, there is no guarantee that he will win a title with Manchester United.
What would you do, Jan?
I would try now at the end of my career, but I would stay in England. I would absolutely stay in England because he can break all kind of records there. But of course, he will try to get to a place where he can win a title. And well, he could put it up with being a club legend at Tottenham Hotspurs and, like we're saying, breaking the records. But I think that you will try at the end of your career to get at least 1 title.
What would you do?
Leave. Leave. I mean, I don't think he's going to throw a tantrum to try and get a move because it was a kind of half-hearted effort a year or 2 ago when the Man City thing was muted. But records are there. I mean, I get it. A record's a record. We just talked about Newcastle today and what it meant to those players, those fans, that club, to be back at Wembley. That's what you play for as a player. Yeah. You play for those moments to walk out at Wembley or play in a Champions League final or win it or play in the final game of the season to get over the line. That's what you play for. You don't play to be also-rans and break records. And I get it. If you're wearing the Tottenham blinkers, you can't see it. Maybe you can. And I get it. He might be a nice guy, right? But at the end of the day, he's one of the most talented front men on the planet, right? He is. And if I was him, and this summer, I would be looking to go somewhere where there's no guarantee, because there never is, but there is a much better chance of him having success away from records with another club, be it Man United, be it Bayern Munich, be it Chelsea, who are looking for all these people looking for front men. If it was me, Shaq, I would want to have that opportunity.
I'm 100% with you. Listen, for me, and I understand, individual records do matter, but they're the icing on the cake. Those goal-scoring records, those club records are the icing for the cake. We play this game to win silverware.
Right.
And the records, the individual records that come with it are the niceties that you put on top of it. But without that silverware, I just feel that even if you break records, it still has a kind of hollow feel to it.
You can take, look, some of these records are great. You know, Harry Kane, Jimmy Greaves, fantastic player in his day, and all these other records. But guess what? Records are there to be broken, and you can take them away. You can't take away the memories and the success of winning an FA Cup or a league or a Champions. You can't take that away. You've won it, that's it, and it's done. You can break a goal-scoring record now, but in 10 years' time, somebody might come along and break that record. But that's not why we play the game, Jan.
I just want to I just want to get Ian involved.
Yeah.
Ian?
Yeah, well, I think it will gnaw away increasingly at Harry Kane. if he doesn't pick up a trophy. I mean, everybody talks about Alan Shearer not going to Manchester United when they were ruling the roost, not winning all the titles he could have won there. But he did win one title, didn't he, at Blackburn Rovers? And then he chose Newcastle over Manchester United, chose to go to his home city and become a legend there. Nobody's ever forgotten Alan Shearer. 260 Premier League goals. Nobody's ever going to forget Harry Kane either. He's going to retire as England's record goal scorer and Tottenham Hotspur's record goal scorer as well, as a phenomenal player. But yeah, I think there will come a point, and it might be quite soon, where he does want to go to a trophy-winning club, because Spurs aren't, unfortunately for them, a trophy-winning club, and who knows how long Antonio Conte is going to stay there now.
Go on, yeah.
I think that Alan Shearer is a good example. I think that there could be different reasons to do different things. He would knew that if he knew that he will go to Manchester United, he would get a load of titles, but his dream was to be number 9 for his Newcastle United. I think that the guarantee, and as Ian say, hey, I won it for Blackburn at that time, a great Blackburn team that season, or that couple of 3 seasons. But so for Harry Kane, I think that Bayern Munich see that is their chance. They can get him. He can make a 3-year deal there. He will end up with winning the Bundesliga 3 times, probably the Cup a couple of times, maybe the Champions League. So I think that is the big chance for him. England, the only guarantee in England would have been Manchester City. We have to be honest about that.
You just want this to go away, don't you? Because Alan Shearer keeps popping up. And after yesterday's show, where Stevie was the most excited I've ever seen him.
Jan and Ian, yesterday I forgot that Alan Shearer won the Premier League.
But just to address something again about Alan Shearer, and while Jan is saying
he's loving this.
Alan Shearer is a good parallel. It's a good parallel in hindsight. Alan Shearer joined a Newcastle team that just finished second, a team that should have won. So it's very different from the decision that Harry Kane is having to make right now with a Spurs team that doesn't look like it's going to win a title. The decision was very different.
They were in the Champions League final. They were in the Champions League. So the parallel is not that bad, Shaka.
Right now, nobody sees Spurs winning anything. And we're talking about Harry Kane leaving Spurs right now. When Alan Shearer joined Newcastle United, Newcastle just finished second. They finished second again that season in 96-97. And
but don't you think
and so what I'm saying is it's a good parallel in hindsight, but if you look at it from Harry Kane's decision now and what Alan Shearer was deliberating when he had to choose between Newcastle and Manchester United, it's very different.
Yeah, but my point on Alan Shearer was that it's an individual thing also for the players, because Alan Shearer would have probably gone to Newcastle even when they were 7th in the league, because that was his dream, to go back there, get to number 9 in Newcastle, like his heroes from the Supermax to all the other stars they've had. So I'm just saying that could be individual. But Harry Kane showed when Manchester City were after him that he would have left Tottenham. I think that was for all to see there. So that is not that... He has said that before. I guess he knows. And I'm not sure if we ask Shaka, I don't know if you asked Alan Shearer, if he's very, very honest, he would love to have 5-6 league titles for Manchester United. If he regrets it, I don't know. I've never asked him.
It's interesting what Aage was saying yesterday, that actually the last time sort of Tottenham and Daniel Levy were playing all the cards and all the aces with the fee, and with the fact that when it gets to this summer, he's then got 12 months left.
Yes.
OK, the age is going to be a little bit of a problem. He'll be in his 30s. But he'll be on a free transfer. If Harry Kane, the tables have almost turned, because if he pushes it in the summer, that fee has come down a lot. It has to. He's not going to get 130 million for him with a year left. So it's going to be interesting to see how Kane plays his cards. But certainly Tottenham are not in the position of strength, unless they want to lose him on a free in 18 months' time. They're not in the position of strength this summer as they were 2 or 3 summers ago.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.